Hey, War Eagles, I'm here with Coach Bone. Coach Bone, how are you today?
Very good. Beautiful day. Beautiful day at the park. Played defending state champs. Great opportunity.
Yes. So you played. Tell us about how that out.
It gave us a look at their pitchers, what they do. We threw one of our younger pitchers to give her some experience early on. Now we have one of our varsity pitchers, move-in Lillian Hagedorn, who is coming from Bentonville. So we're excited about the opportunity.
About your start.
She is a sophomore, has multiple pitches, competes in the zone, and she's also leading the team in hitting.
Thank you so much. Go War Eagles.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah, I bet. No worries. Are we live here? You didn't know that was coming, did you? Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody listening on a Game Changer 2. We're still a ways away from first pitch. You can see the plate meeting happening right now. First pitch still scheduled at 5 o'clock. We're going to have lineups and anthem in just a moment. We'll be right back to you live here in just a minute.
Coach Early, right?
Yeah, it is. By the way, we're live here, so even if you take that off, I think we're talking on YouTube right now. So
Okay.
just
Leave it off.
make you aware. No, right here.
Oh, I got to put this here on.
It's up to you. You don't have
I
to.
got you. Watch the game last night.
The championship game was great, wasn't it? Two completely different styles.
I'll talk to her. It doesn't matter. Is this the YouTube station? Yeah. Okay.
We are almost ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to let a little Thunderstruck close up here in just a few seconds. We're going to do starting lineups and national anthem. We'll be ready for softball on a perfect early April night here at the ballpark. Still some good seats available, Coach. If anybody wants to creep into the area, it's a great night to be here on campus.
No doubt about it. I'm glad I'm here. see.
Going the pins, all black in the visitors. What do you say we get it going?
Let's do that.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to our beautiful campus here at Heritage High School, where we are ready for 6A West softball action featuring our visitors, the Tigers from Bentonville, taking on your Heritage High School War Eagles. At this time, we introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll begin with our visitors from Bentonville. Leading off and playing shortstop is number 7, Kylie Wyman. Batting second in left field, number 23, Demi Donahoe. Batting third at third base is number 5, Violet Wynn. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 15, Aniston Wright. Hitting fifth and catching, number 9, Alexis Lorenage. Batting sixth is the right fielder, number 25, Marissa Gianeschi. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 22, Avis Dimas. Hitting eighth in center field is number 20, Kira Burkhart. Batting ninth at second base, number 1, Bella Mears. And pitching, number 8, Darby Burnett. Tigers are coached by Ken Early. And now welcome the starting lineup for your Heritage High School War Eagles. Leading off is your center fielder, number 11, Kyler Strickland. Batting second, playing second, number 2, Ava DeFreitas. Batting third is the first baseman, number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. Batting fourth and pitching, number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. Batting fifth and catching, number 24, Carly Earl. Batting sixth is your designated player, number 5, Lily Humphreys. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 22, Sydney Gaffney. Hitting eighth at third base, number 14, Gabby Kelly. Batting ninth in right field, number 16, Cadence Deere. And flexing in left field, number 6, Maddie Hughes. Your War Eagles are coached by Rodney Bowen. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Turn your attention to our nation's flag in right center field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad you can join us on an absolutely perfect evening here in early April. It's Tigers and War Eagles. Let's play ball.
It is a perfect evening. There's not even a stitch of wind out there, nothing right now.
I mean, the flag is absolutely limp in right center field. Exact opposite of what we've been seeing.
Yes. For April, no wind.
Your War Eagle battery for tonight. Behind the dish is number 24, Carly Earl. And in the circle, number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. And we are getting ready to go. With me is Paul Boyles. The entire staff of War Eagle Television here, led by Jerry Davenport and a great group of youngsters, have got us set up 4 camera angles tonight for us, Paul.
That's awesome.
And I mentioned it there in the introductions. I don't know if everybody was able to hear it over there, but an absolutely perfect night.
Yes.
Perfect night. Great temperature, still flags in right center field. Great night for some softball.
Here we go.
Leading off for Bentonville's a shortstop, Kylie Wyman. It is Wyman, Donahoe, and Wynn stepping in against Lillian Hagedorn. First one is off the outside edge for a ball. That's the way we start it. And Paul Boyles forgot he was here to do a job.
I gotta get my glasses.
Those buttons don't push themselves, Paul. Interesting storyline right off the bat, Paul. Off the outside edge again for Lillian. Lillian Hagedorn, a transfer in from Bentonville, coming in not only to start in a big conference game, but against what is really the most loaded and packed lineup in the 6A West. See what she can do to get off to a good start right there. There's a good strike over the outside edge. She's been great for us. I don't know where we'd be without her. She's been hitting in the middle of our order, been pitching a significant amount of our innings.
The one game I got to see her pitch, the ball has to tail in a little bit.
That one drifted down the right side.
2-2. Here we go. She likes to work fast.
She does. She likes to get it. When she's right, she just gets it and goes. Absolutely. 2-2 now, the count on the leadoff hitter, Wyman. Wyman trying to use all my sound effects before I get out of the first inning.
Just around the plate.
And this is a Bentonville team. We'll talk about some of them here. I've actually had the privilege and the curse to coach against many of them in the summer. This is a sophomore. Their leadoff hitter is a sophomore. Catcher's a 5-hole hitter, a sophomore, that have been playing since they're a freshman. They are young and talented. Fouled straight back right there. 3-2 the count. Good job by Lillian.
Yeah.
Also sophomore, Hagedorn. The lefty in the circle for our War Eagles. Here comes the 3-2, the leadoff hitter. Lifted to center. Kyler looks like she's got it, drifts back, and one gone. That's the way we start this one. Hit fairly deep, but not a problem for Kyler Strickland. One away. Next batter's the left fielder, Demi Donahoe. In steps Demi Donahoe. She's a senior. I believe she's headed Ivy League. I can't remember which one, but
Wow.
you'll see there's a couple of those. The on-deck hitter is going to Dartmouth as well. There's a good strike one over there, a little curveball from Lillian to get it going. You can tell by the defensive alignment what we're expecting from Demi Donahoe. Gabby well in front of the bag at third, Sydney even with the bag at short. A ground ball, a difficult get, and there's even a bunt and a good one. No chance.
Yeah, that's good one.
That one's well executed and not a chance for the defense. It's kind of one of those Karate Kid things, right? If done right, no defense.
That's right. It's tough.
Next batter's the third baseman, Violet Wen. This is Violet Wen. She's a junior, missed almost all of last year, if not all of last year, with a broken foot. She is Dartmouth bound, committed going into her junior year. Mentioned this Bentonville team, they're on top of the league. Maybe not as top heavy as the team from 2 years ago that had, mixing 8 D1s along the way or whatever the number crazy was, but they're talented, they are young, they are deep.
In the past, they've had a lot of speed. Are they that way again this year?
They're a little bit different. Like Donahoe, obviously on first will run when she goes, and they've got a few spots in the lineup, and then they got a couple other spots that just step up and try and hit bombs on you.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good blend. 2-1 the count. Off the outside edge. Lillian's been living well on that outside edge thus far this year. 3-1 the count to the third baseman, Wen. That one outside, throws down. Is ball 4. Tag her out, tag her out. They don't know, they don't know.
Automatic advance on a walk, right?
It is. She's not out because of that. But I mean, if we actually would have held, then she still could have been out.
Yeah, after she came off.
Next batter is the first baseman, Addison Wright. Yeah, if she comes off on her own, like it's not her fault. I mean, there would have been a good argument because the umpire called her out, and like, what do you want the girl to do, right? But we would have taken a free out. In comes the first baseman, Addison Wright. She did her work at Harbor last year, played against these Tigers in the state championship game, and then transferred to them. Swing and a miss. Good velocity and outside edge there by Hagedorn. Runner at second is Donahoe. Violet Wen is on at first. Excuse me. One out. Hagedorn's 1-1. Off the outside edge. Just trying to sneak an extra inch off that outside corner so far. The umpire not obliging.
He's not giving much there. Some of them will, some of them won't.
Then it sure would be nice to get it against this kind of lineup. There it is.
Good pitch.
Brought it over that 1 inch she needed to. Right swings through it. 2-2 the count.
Find a way to get something on the ground here in turn
2-2 from Hagedorn. That one's going to get away from the catcher. Runners are going to advance. Donahoe moves to third. Violet Wen moves to second. And full count on the hitter right. With a base open, sometimes you're tempted to nibble here, but it doesn't get easier behind her. And Alexis Lorenich and company. See what we dial up. That one fouled back. Count remains full. One gone here in the first. That one lifted down the right side. You know, I go a long time without seeing a lot of foul balls. And I don't have the world supply of foul ball sound effects. We could run out, Coach, is what I'm saying. We have to duplicate sound effects, which is tragic to those in the stands. Oh, great pitch on the outside edge. Won't give it to her. Ball 4. That's a good pitch. They asked Carly to ask where that one was. Next batter is the catcher, Alexis Lorenich. Brings up Lorenich. Another one of the sophomores. He's a travel ball teammate of the leadoff hitter, shortstop, Wyman. Again, just off the edge. If you're just joining us, whether you be on Game Changer or YouTube TV, welcome. Only game in town on campus tonight. That one fouled off the netting. Lillian back in the count, 1-1. I do not know that I've seen it this calm as opposed to what we've had lately, which is 30 and 40 mile an hour gusts out here.
Yeah.
Strike at the top of the zone. 1-2 the count. Catcher Lorenich didn't like it. She did. An angry fastball from Hagedorn right there to go ahead in the count, 1-2. Bases are full. Off the outside edge. 2-2 the count. Middles are back for the War Eagles. They would take a force or try and turn 2. Actually, Gabby is back at third as well. Foul back off the netting again. 2-2 the count.
You're definitely going to be out of foul ball.
At least we don't. I don't play something for the ones off the net. If there's a pause in the broadcasting, that'll be me over here trying to Google extra sound effects. 2-2. Fouled back. There it is. Bases are full. We got a force everywhere. Lillian doing a good job staying in this count. That one drilled down the right field line and foul.
Keep staying away, isn't it?
And you can just kind of see just even the battles that you have with these hitters. they've put her in a position to get down an account with several foul balls. And she's also in a she's probably thrown, I don't have the pitch count on me, but she's probably thrown 25 pitches.
I would think
like
so.
Easily already here with 1 out in the first. Again, fouled down the right field line and into the bullpen. Remains 2-2, and Lillian, to her credit, doing a good job of just grabbing the ball and just firing darts in the zone. That one lifted down the line to right. Over it is DeFreitas. The ball fouls in foul territory.
Good try for it.
It was. Ava tried to chase it down. If my wife is at home and listening, Michelle, I love you. And that is the old Omaha Triangle of Death that got the Razorbacks in 2018. She actually gets like a stomach reaction when a ball goes over into that location. Just because of that kind of thing right there. It's just an awkward spot. Off the edge. Runners creep a little bit but cannot go. And now we mentioned after a long battle, this has got to be pitch number 9 out of 10 of the at-bat to Lorenage. We're in a full count situation again. And Lillian forced to throw a strike. 3-2 count. Bases full. That one lifted down the line and right. See if Cadence can make a play. She can. Runners are going to tag. Run is going to score, but the Orioles get the out. Good battle by Lillian Hagedorn. A nice catch right there by Cadence to make the catch and then run into the fence. It's 1-0 Tigers. Next batter is the right fielder, Marissa Gianeschi.
It's a great catch.
It was.
Good jump on the ball.
And honestly, the same outcome, right? If Ava would have caught it on the play before, you still would have had runners tag and been in this situation.
Especially
Off the outside edge.
Especially with the speed that was at third base. Right
For
there.
sure. Yeah, you don't have a play there. So maybe at second, but when she ran herself into the fence, I mean, there was really not even a chance there as well. 1-0 the count. Outside edge again. Another dangerous hitter here, Gianeschi.
All the Bentonville players are really crowding the plate. They're crowding that line.
And I like that. We'll give her that one, 3-0. And this is a situation, another good hitter on deck in Ava Stymus, but
Yeah.
this might be the unintentional intentional right here on ball 4.
It's a good pitch.
And they take it down. It is a walk. Gianeschi walks. Next batter is number 22, Ava Stymus. And the bases are full again. Again, your margin for error is less when you do this, but you now bring a forced play in everywhere. It's not the worst thing that could happen, assuming you get the next hitter. There's a strike over the outside edge. I called that one before the umpire did. I felt pretty good about it. He may not have felt as confident as I did, but
You're looking right over your shoulder.
good strike one. Good strike one from Lillian. Here she goes again. Fouled back and out of play.
I like it.
Quickly. Quickly 0-2, and now some room to play a little bit. See what the War Eagles decide to do. They try that outside edge a little bit further just to see if we can get
Was it chasing
the right-handed
the ball?
hitter to chase.
Yeah.
Lillian back on the rubber. Outside edge. Pretty good take right there as a hitter. That ball is kind of on the white of the batter's box, maybe inside it. It's a ball that gets called a strike on occasion. There it is again. And we've gone 0-2 to 3-2, and the bases are full. You'll see everybody on the move. Wynn is at third, right at second. Gianeschi at first. They will be on the move, and we got to have a strike right here from Lillian Hagedorn. Off the end of the bat and fouled away. We'll do it again. 3-2 with 2 outs.
Darren, why does she like to move so far up in the batter's box here? I haven't seen me up her on that front of the line that far.
I mean, sometimes some people just choose their velocity. Maybe she feels like she needs to be there. Lifted, stay in the ballpark. Doesn't look like it's going to. Jocelyn gives his chase, and it is out onto the sidewalk. And another long at bat with foul balls for Lillian Hagedorn. You see it a lot more in softball than you do in baseball, frankly. But it's Sometimes they want to get it before the ball moves, if the ball's tailing away from them. I can't speak for Ava, of course, but fouled back. Fouled back just off the tip of the glove from Carly. And the young left-hander, Hagedorn, has been out there quite a while and thrown a lot of strikes. See if she can get one more here. Ball high. That's going to bring in a run. Wynn scores on the first, goes Thymus. And I think this is a good time right here.
Yeah. Calm her down a little bit.
I'd like to take this time to thank some War Eagle sponsors. Thank you to Kings River Ranch Retreat and Mike Hathorn, Sheena and Eddie Strickland, Crosslink, Signature Bank, Jiffy Quick, and Rogers Painters. Thank you all for your support of War Eagle softball. And interestingly, he's going to go to a pinch hitter in the first. Now batting for Bentonville, number 16, Lana Carlton. So this is in the center fielder spot, Kira Burkhardt. And Kira had a chance to, so Kira's a slapper, it's one of the things she does, a lot less effective. That one lifted to left field. Out there is Maddie Hughes. She's got it. Damage done, but could have been much worse. 2 runs in, 3 left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Bentonville 2, War Eagles coming up. Kyler Strickland to lead it off for the War Eagles. It is Strickland, DeFreitas, and Strickland stepping in to take on the right-hander Darby Burnett. We're talking about her a little bit during the break. I don't think most of you heard that conversation. This is when you play in this league, Coach, you're going to have to run through a few D1 pitchers, and this is one of them. The other ones are probably in Rogers and in Harbor. It gets pretty tough sledding. This one is committed to Texas A&M, and you can see why. You look at the size of her in the circle. Throws her pretty hard, mid-60s. Will be a good test for the War Eagles right here. Kyler, she's a senior on her way to Missouri S&T. She'll be ready for that fastball.
Yeah, the ball gets up on you pretty quick right here.
Burnett throws hard. Like she, I was telling you, I wasn't telling everybody, she hasn't been pitching a very long time compared to some of the other girls. She's only been pitching a few years. So she's not maybe as polished. Like everything's hard. Everything moves, and but it is just, when she throws a strike with it, it's just hard to catch up to. It moves and it's hard. Good take right there by Kyler. She's in a good count. She bunted through it almost in self-defense. That might have hit her in the back leg if she doesn't do it. But if you've ever been in that position, it's a little disconcerting when you're heading towards the plate or towards the mound and the ball's coming right at you. 2-2 the count. Still one good swing left right here for Kyler. War Eagle Female Athlete of the Week announced by the school this week.
Congratulations.
Ripped foul.
That's a good swing. Hope everybody okay in the dugout there.
And as I said, like, of all the people that aren't going to be intimidated by velocity, Kyler likes it. Rips that one foul into the dugout. Sent some Tigers sprawling. Excited the War Eagle dugout a little bit. Swing and a miss. Good battle by Strickland, but down she goes. One away here in the bottom of the first. Next batter is the second baseman, Ava DeFreitas. In steps DeFreitas, another one of our seniors. She'll be doing her work at Connor State. Fastball off the inside edge.
Most of her pitches have come to the inside part of the plate, it seems like.
And if you can throw it that hard, why not, right? It's not a comfortable pitch to get around on.
Jams you up.
You'll see there too. Hard fastball out the outside edge. 2-0 the count to Ava. The one thing you can do, if you're patient enough and not chase, is get her in a position where she's throwing ball 3, ball 4, and you can do some damage that way.
Yeah. Make it a middle game.
But your decision time is reduced too. Ground ball back to pitcher. Ava can really run, but the play at first is tight, and she goes down.
They just got crossed up
think
there.
she's okay. Ball, yep, first baseman kind of got led into the infield. Ava's all right. 2 are gone here in the first. And we have a little bit of a discussion. Here by Coach Early. I'm not sure what the chat is.
Well, Ava was in the middle of the base.
Next batter is the first baseman, Jocelyn Strickland. I just don't know what he could be asking unless he was asking that question. Was she in the base? Because obviously they gave him the out.
Yeah.
It's not like he's protesting the call. So. Two out, nobody on for Jocelyn. Fouled back and out of play.
That's the favorite one right there.
The boing boing splat is always a good rally killer. The rally getter going. Oh, and 2 the count to Jocelyn. The War Eagles are they really back? They played at West tonight. Maybe that's C or JV.
Yeah.
The baseball team I'm talking about, for those of you who can't see what I'm looking at. 0-2 the count here to Joker. That one bounces in the dirt. One and 2 the count to Strickland. On deck batter is the pitcher Lillian Hagedorn. It's a 2-0 Bentonville lead on a perfect night here at the Nest. Lifted down the line to right. I think they're going to run out of room, and they do, towards the bullpen. 1 and 2 the count. Jocelyn will come back in and battle again. One thing, and kind of the last thing I told Sydney on the way out, is like, you can expect it to be hard. Like, there's not a lot of change of pace. There's some. It may go a couple different directions, but Darby's going to try and come at you with velocity. And there's that one's hot. There you see Rise, which is a little bit different spin, but still kind of the same pace. 2-2 the count to Jocelyn. So be ready and time it up, right? You don't have to be as alert for changeup as you might be in some other cases. Swing and a miss. That one goes down. 3 up, 3 down for the War Eagles. We head to the second. Bentonville 2, War Eagles nothing. I'm on the count. If you're watching on YouTube, good view from the Gate Stadium camera. That's a bunt down to Lily, and she's got to reverse a little bit. That's a tougher play for a left-handed pitcher. Too fast was Bellomirs, and she's aboard with a bunt single to lead off the second. Batters the leadoff hitter, Kylie Wyman.
Yeah, that is a hard play for a lefty.
She's got to, yeah, that's almost, you'd have to like flip it. Throw down behind the runner at first. Rodano's runner's going to take off. Up is Cadence to second. It's late. Mears will advance to second. You got a little bit of a conversation in the mound.
Trying to slow her down or something here, I wonder.
And now the same explanation is going to go over. They're going to bring her back. And now there's going to be a conversation with Coach Early.
Was it a no-pitch situation?
He hasn't given us a count yet. There's Carly asking that question. 1 ball. Fouled down the right side. I don't know that one, because if it was an interference type situation, there should be an out in effect. Lifted to right. Deer back, makes the catch. 1 away. Throws the ball in to Jocelyn. Next batter's the left fielder, Demi Donahoe. And you should expect a play of some sort on here. This actually puts Sydney in a little bit of a bind because she would need to be in a position to charge for a slap. Also is going to have to cover for a bunt. Over the outside edge. Likes that edge a little bit more right there, Coach, it seems like.
Yeah, that's a good pitch.
0-1 the count.
A little bit low.
Down in on that one. 1-1 the count. It's kind of the same two-strike pitch she throws to the right-handed hitters. A little bit of a screwball or changeup that's off the edge. No chasing from Demi Donahoe. There's a strike over the inside edge. Good curveball. You see a little bit of movement right there. Just a little backdoor movement to the front of the plate there. A lot of times hitters will give up on that. A left-handed hitter would give up on that, as did Donahoe there. Now 2 strikes. Takes the threat of bunt, not away, but certainly reduces it. Grounded past Gabby into left field. Up with it is Maddie into the infield. Runners now at first and second for the heart of this Bentonville order. Next batter is the third baseman, Violet Wen. Mears is on at second, Donahoe at first. Excellent speed on the bases. 1 down in the inning. Fouled down the right side. You mentioned those shadows getting long, and that's good for everybody unless you're on the left side of the field.
Yes.
Change up there over the outside edge. I believe they either changed your screwball right there, got her out in front, off the outside edge, quickly 0-2.
Now you see if she'll reach out to someone that's off the plate, maybe.
A little bit too far to chase right there off the outside edge. 1-2 the count. Fouled back.
Took a full swing at that.
One and two the count to Violet Wen. Change up, lifted, back in that triangle of death again, and it just up against the fence and down. Good hustle by Ava, who's been on the ground at least 3 times already. Twice chasing foul balls, and once after a little collision at first.
She's gonna feel this tomorrow.
Already a little football type action for Ava. And here we're only in the top of the second. 1-2 the count. Still great count here for Lillian. War Eagle defense. Maddie Hughes is in left. Kyler's in center. Cadence is in right. That one fouled off the facade. Remains 1-2. And we've seen Lillian have to work a lot with 2 strikes against these Bentonville hitters. A lot of foul balls off the edge there. 2-2 the count. Foul back by Violet. Still 2-2. Pinch count just continuing to mount up here for Lillian. We'll see if I can find it without a foul ball happening here. That's a good pitch. Just missed up,
Man.
I'm guessing, question mark. And that's off the outside edge for ball 4. So an 0-2 count again. Good patience by the hitter, and now the bases are full. Next batter is the first baseman, Aniston Wright.
You know, earlier I was thinking back to play at first base. If the runner takes off before the pitch leaves the pitcher's hands, that line,
She's out. if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she would go back without an out being called, unless maybe the ball contacted the batter. Swing and a miss right there by Lillian. By the way, that was pitch number 69 for Lillian here in the top of the second with one out. She's had to work a lot already.
Yeah, that's a high count.
0-1 the count. Bases are full. Good pitch over but low. 1-1 the count.
It's definitely a hitter strike zone tonight.
For sure, especially on that outside edge to a right-handed hitter, which is exactly where Lillian likes to live. That ball up and in. 2-1 the count. Now you're getting in a position where you have to attack right here at the cleanup spot of this Bentonville lineup with runners all over the place. Big pitch right here by Lillian. Off the outside edge. Gets away just a little bit, not far enough for anybody to go anywhere. 3-1 count. Nowhere to put them. Mears at third, Donahoe at second. Runner at first is Violet Wynn. The batter is a big right-hander, Aniston Wright. Fouled it down the right field line. I had my phone down because I didn't want to play Game Changer over my phone when I was checking pitch count. So I missed my foul ball opportunity. Strike three. Oh, pull that. That's a great pitch just off the outside edge.
Wow.
Instead of strike three, it's ball four and a run comes across the plate. Bentonville still in business with one out. Batters the catcher, Alexis Lorenage.
Yeah, it's super tight.
And I think, again, this is a good visit here by Coach Bowen. An opportunity to hand him a couple balls and maybe say something about that strike three ball four call right there. And he may be making a move here. War Eagles would like to thank the Squeegee Squad, Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, and Dr. Rachel's Upholstery. Thank you all for your support of War Eagle Softball. And here's what I'll tell you, because I'm going to guess that nobody from Bentonville is listening. Be alert right here, because that meeting right there, like, there's a play on somewhere, Coach. Just a guess. I've known Coach Bowen a few years now. He likes to try and steal runs like this. The batter's the catcher, Alexis Lorenez. She's dangerous. Bases are full with one out. Strike one over the outside edge. Very similar looking ball to what was just called ball four a moment ago.
Not a lot of consistency there, was it?
0-1 the count. Here comes Lillian. That one just off the edge, and it was. In comes Lorenage. I guess I'm wrong, maybe by Coach Bowen. Maybe just a motivational chat, looking to try and get a ground ball right here. Oh, it's going to be up and in. It's going to hit her up off the forearm. And that's going to advance the runners again. Run will score. Bases will still be loaded. Runner at first for Bentonville's number 2, Abby Ward. The batter's the right fielder, Marissa Gianeschi. It is a 4-0 game with Tigers all over the base paths and danger zone right here. This would be where you guys in basketball would be calling timeout and trying to see if we can stop a rally. And
it's hard at times.
Strike one again from Lillian. Lillian wants a new pearl. She gets one. Rest of the War Eagle defense, Gabby Kelsey at third, Sydney Gaffney at short, Ava DeFreitas at second, and Jocelyn Strickland at first. The way we line up here, bases full, 1 out, 1-1 the count on the batter Gianeschi. You can also see just the size of these Bentonville hitters. They bring up a lot of very long-looking hitters from the right-hand side of the plate. Gianeschi, one of those, just off the outside edge. 2-1 the count. I'm getting a little bit of reaction out of Lillian in the circle right now, which I don't blame her. I don't know what's going to help us.
No.
That's ball 3 down and away. 3-1 the count. Fouled back and out of play.
It's a good pitch.
Full count, bases full. Good pitch right here, Lillian. That one down the right field line. How many balls have we seen in that location? Just out of reach, but a foul ball.
At least 2 this inning.
And again, these foul balls have been cumulative. Both it gets into the count deeper. You know, you wind up getting into a situation where you've had to throw like 3 ball counts and walked a few people. And just the sheer wear and tear on Lillian. She's been out there now for 4 outs and 80 pitches.
Legs start getting tired.
For sure. Mental, too. That one lifted to left. In comes Maddie Hughes. Runner on third tags. Throw goes into third. Gabby's got it. Not going to be a play at the plate. It's a sacrifice fly. And a run scores. Give a free at bat and RBI for Gianeschi. Next batter is number 22, Avis Dimas.
Kind of jammed her on the inside part of the plate.
She did. She did. It's a good pitch.
It is a good pitch.
It is 5-0 Bentonville. That outside edge, you hear the Bronx cheer from the crowd. I know that ball was well outside of where ball 4 was a while ago.
Yes.
That was probably not a strike, but we got the edge on that one. No Bronx cheer on that one. That one got the white stripe of the left-handed batter's box. Too far to get the call there. 1-1 the count on Stymus. First and second, now 2 gone here in the second. Lifted towards center. That looks like Kyler's Strickland territory. She makes the call and the catch in front of Cadence. 3 runs in. We've played 2, Bentonville 5. War Eagles looking to score.
In the middle of a railroad track.
2-2 the count to Hagedorn, leading us off here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss outside. The ball hits the ground. Throw's going to be made at first. Putouts catcher to first baseman right. First out of the inning. Next batter, number 24, Carly Earl. In steps Carly. On deck batter, Lily Humphreys. Good to see Lily back out here. She's DPing today. She went down on a play at first the other day that hurt hurt knee again a little bit. Hard to keep her down though. That one's going to get Carly in the foot.
Got a base runner. Here we go.
Now batting, number 5, Lily Humphreys.
You know, she's a tough kid out here playing. I know he's not 100%, so tough kid.
Yeah, it's that the ACL in that knee, you can see the brace on is mostly torn. Like it is torn, and she's know the family. She's a senior. She's been here, in multiple years. There's a ball high and away. The decision's pretty simple. If you have surgery on it, your career is over here at Heritage, or you've got a month to do whatever you can and play on it, and that's what they've chosen to do. And Lily's a tough kid and one of the leaders on this team. Just glad to see her back out there.
Yep.
On deck batter, Sydney Gaffney. Carly's on at first. Curveball. That time I don't know if she took a little something off or just maybe missed it a little bit, but that one, a little change of pace off the outside edge with a little movement to it. 1-1 the count. Another little curveball spin in action right there. 1-2 the count to Lily. Have a courtesy run opportunity for Carly on it first. Coach Bowens chooses not to use here for whatever reason he's got it in there. I know there's a reason. I just don't know what it is. Lifted into foul territory towards the dugout, but right is there. She makes the catch. Now batting, number 22, Sydney Gaffney. So in comes Sid. Sid always loves it when the last thing I do in the morning is give her a little pep talk.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes tonight.
All right.
I won't tell you what I said in case I'm wrong. Swings through that one early in the count. 0-1 the count. Runner at first is Carly Earl. 2 gone in the inning. On deck batter is Gabby Kelly. War Eagles looking to scratch their first hit. They trail it 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. Up and away. 1-1 the count. And you see you can see some distinct spins. That is obviously rise. And she throws what looks to be screwball, and we've seen a couple curveballs there. Almost everything is hard, but she spins a little bit different. Here's the 1-1.
Good pitch.
That ball catches the outside edge, says the umpire. Little groan from the War Eagle crowd that was wondering where that was on strike 3 a while ago.
No doubt.
Now you see Sydney right back in there on top of that plate, making sure she can cover that edge. Swings through that one. War Eagles strand the hit batsman. No runs, 1 left. We've played 2. It's Bentonville 5, War Eagles nothing. Burkhart, small in stature. There's a grounder right to Gabby. Gabby across the infield. She got it a little bit too quick to Gabby. Gabby's got that one. Leadoff hitter gone here in the third. Next batter is number 1, Bella Mears.
Good job right there. It's good.
Good job on both ends. Lillian staying in the zone. Gabby knew she had to get rid of it quick.
Good pitch.
There's a strike over the outside third from Lillian. Vince and Lillian, very familiar with all these Bentonville girls. Spent her freshman year there. Fouled out of play. Oh, 2 the count. Kind of an interesting little fake bunt slap right there. It was really late when she even showed it. Good pitch down. I believe down. We don't get a great vantage point of height from this angle, but it certainly had plate.
I don't know if I've seen a called strike 3 tonight. Right on either side.
Looped down the left field line. One and 2 the count. Leadoff hitter Wyman waits on deck. Tried to spin that one a little bit, left it outside. 2 and 2 the count. Hagedorn gone all the way so far. Done a good job limiting damage. There have been base runners all over the place for these Tigers tonight. Lifted to left. In was Maddie. She's not going to be able to make a play. It's over into the wall. Around second, on her way to third is Mears. The ball comes into short. It is a triple for Bella Mears. And I think the little defensive shift there, kind of expecting a slap, hurt us a little bit. Maddie was in. Couldn't get back and make a play in time. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Kylie Wyman.
She had good speed there.
Yeah, she was going, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Didn't have much doubt if she was making that second left around second. Lifted to center. Kyler's got it. Not going to be deep enough to score the runner, and it is. One across for Bentonville, but the bases are empty. Out safely secured by Strickland in center. Next batter is the left fielder, Demi Donahoe. Donahoe will step in. We'll effectively try and restart an inning right here. Lillian trying to shut this one down right here. Over but low, ball 1. I do not know if that flag has moved in right center field.
I have not seen it yet.
Just a gorgeous night. Looped to short. Sydney's got it, puts it away.
Quickest inning of the night. I like it.
That will end the third. 1 run, nobody left. We've played 2.5. Bentonville 6, War Eagles coming up.
I look round.
Gabby Kelly. It is Gabby Kelly. Looks to be a pinch hitter. Libby Casto standing on deck. Looks like she will take the at-bat behind her. In steps Gabby. War Eagles still looking for their first hit. Only base runner so far, a hit batsman. Carly got hit in the foot. Hard strike over the outside third. Catcher did her a good favor by catching that one on the palm. I think it sounded good and loud from up here. 0-1 the count to Gabby. Swings through that one on the inner half. Quickly to 0-2. See how Bentonville choose to play it here. They've gone a little curveball here. We've gone riser here. Who's up? See who we got there. That got the umpire.
Yeah.
Catcher trying to buy him just a little bit of time right here to make sure he's all right. That will wake you up.
No doubt about it.
Foul ball straight back, heading 60-something miles an hour right into the face. 0-2 the count to Gabby. She's still alive. Well outside. 1-2 the count. I guess when they say that it's a waste pitch, you got to mean it, right? That ball not catchable for Lorenage, but no harm done. Still in a great count. Here comes Gabby. Standing right on top of that plate with 2 strikes also. Up and away. 2-2 the count to Gabby. Mentioned Gabby, senior. She's going to be doing her work at Pratt Community College next year. Another one of these senior War Eagles moving on to play ball at the next level. There's ball 3. Good at bat working for her right here. A couple foul balls. Gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Nice work, ball 4.
All right. Got it right.
Now batting for the War Eagles, number 13, Libby Casto. Right-hand hitter Casto steps in, taking the spot of the 9-hole hitter. I would expect Cadence to re-enter here. On deck, batter is Kyler Strickland. Libby does a good job handling the bat. Wouldn't be surprised to see a play on here just to try and break this up a little bit, right? Get the defense in motion, make them make a play on you. Ball off the inside edge, ball 1. Runner at first is Gabby. Casto, the sophomore. Shows bunt, pulls it back, gets a strike call. 1-1 the count.
Coach got to hit a run going here.
I don't know. I wouldn't think that. Just rip, though, to the left. Nice piece of work by Libby Casto. She gets the War Eagles' first hit of the ball game. We are in business. First and second, and nobody out for Kyler.
All right.
Next batter is the center fielder, Kyler Strickland. Hit hard right there by Libby Casto, right into the hole.
Good swing. Patient, waiting for a pitch.
Libby getting more and more time, just kind of easing her way in here as a sophomore. She's going to play a lot of softball for us before it's all said and done. That one fouled, backing away. Into the bare hands of Rodney Bowen in the third base coaching box. 6-0 is your score. We are at the top of the lineup with runners aboard. A good chance to do some damage right here. Looped to short. Catch is made. Runners have to go back. One gone for Ava. Next batter is the second baseman, Ava DeFreitas. In steps Ava, first and second now. One are out. Say the third baseman win is just back far enough. I would expect to see a bunt here just for a base hit.
Yeah.
Ball high and away. Not a sacrifice bunt situation with one out and down 6 runs, right? Like you need more than these 2. But as deep as third baseman win is, and even the first baseman is basically even with the bag. Similar situation to what we saw on the top of the first with Bentonville. If Ava gets one down, it is nothing you can do with it. Off the outside edge, gives strike 1 there. You can hear the War Eagle fans wondering where that has been for us. That ball was caught off the edge and moving away.
Yes.
Sometimes it's good to be at Bentonville and going to Texas A&M. 1-1 the count. Down goes Ava. No chance. Bases are going to be full. Call doesn't matter. Bases are loaded for the heart of the War Eagle order.
All right.
Now batting number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. Second base hit of the night for the War Eagles.
Nice.
Bases are now full. Jocelyn been our biggest run producer on the year so far and is up in a big spot right here. Chance to get us right back in the ball game. Doesn't even have to leave the yard, coach.
No.
Just get something out there on the green. Grounded foul down the third baseline.
Starting to see the ball a little bit here, it looks like. War Eagle dugout starting to get into it a little bit. Rally music.
Oh, drilled off the pitcher's knee. Ball goes to third. Throw home is late. Not in time. Everybody's going to be safe, and we'll see how Darby Burnett is in the circle.
That hurts. Hate to see that. I mean, that just right off the kneecap looked like.
You don't hit it much harder right there than what looked to be off the kneecap of Burnett.
She's up.
And a lot of times that's scarier than it is damaging. And hopefully that's the case for Darby. To the softball aspect of things, big at bat right there by Jocelyn, getting the first run across and the bases are full. Looks like they're going to give Darby a couple warm-up tosses right here, just to make sure she pushes off. Everything in that leg is going to be there for her.
It was her right leg, wasn't it?
I believe so. The way I saw it was off her right leg and then ricocheted over towards the third baseman.
May have a seam mark on her shin tonight.
For sure.
Had a couple of those in my day.
You know, and the best it might feel might be right now before, you know, for a day or so.
As that swelling kicks in.
Shrugs her shoulders, says she's okay.
Yeah. It's good to see she's all right. It's a hard hit ball.
Well, I mean, extremely hard hit ball and got a lot of bone, but Burnett's going to stay in the game. Bases are still full. The batter's going to be the opposing pitcher, Lillian Hagedorn. Now batting, number 20, Lillian Hagedorn. In steps Lillian. Base is still full. Another big situation right here. 6-1 the score now. On deck batter is Carly Earl. Fouled back. Good swing on the ball right there by Lillian. Fouled it off the netting. Casto's on at third. Ava's on at second. Jocelyn's on at first.
Good speed at second.
Full of War Eagles. Good speed at second and third. Chases that one a little bit. 0-2 the count. Deep breath from Lillian as she steps back in. Ball out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good swing. She's had a couple good swings on it right there, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Hanging in there. You know, something been good to us. So like the first 2 innings is keep hitting the ball foul tip. There's some pitches on that arm.
And not only that, the longer you go in the count, you've seen everything now. It puts you in a more beneficial situation. She chases that one. Was in protect mode. Had to chase that one out of the zone. 2 are gone here in the bottom of the third. Now batting, number 24, Carly Earl. In steps Carly. With a chance to do damage right here.
Yes.
Carly do a big hit for us. She was a big time run producer for us a year ago. Be a great time. Their riser high, up and out of the zone. 1 ball. Lily Humphreys is the on-deck batter. Swings through it. Big aggressive cut by Carly right there. 1-1 the count. Just a big time at bat right here, Coach. This is pivotal point in the game right here. A base hit changes the complexion of a 6-1 game in a big way. Fouled back, a good rip right there by Carly. 1-2 now the count. Had a couple better swings going through the order right here. against the big right-hander Burnett.
Yeah,
3 base hits in the inning.
one good swing changes everything.
1-2 the count to Carly. Swings through it. Reiser got her underneath it. A run across for the War Eagles in our first 3 hits. 3 runners are left. We've played 3. Bentonville 6. War Eagles are closer. It's still 6-1.
Good inning for us.
Circle, lifted to left. In comes Maddie. She's going to have to play it on a bounce. Leadoff single on the first pitch for Violet.
It's a good play catching on one hop out there in the left.
Batters the first baseman, Aniston Wright. Maddie's solid out there.
Yeah,
She plays center field for us at the JV level. She's turned herself into a really good outfielder. You don't lose much defensively with her out there. She's playing defense for Lily, as we mentioned, with that bad wheel. Want to know the count. Foul back off the netting from Aniston Wright. I mentioned Aniston was at Harbor a year ago, now at Bentonville. Harbor beats Rogers tonight, 3-0.
Okay.
Which is not necessarily a huge upset, but just a big game at the top of the conference.
Yeah.
We saw Harbor last year. Sierra Dots, pitcher in the circle for Harbor, really good. Driven to right and deep. That ball is going to be gone. No doubter off the bat from Aniston Wright. I don't even know that Cadence moved a whole lot out there in right field. It was unnecessary. That ball crushed.
He got out here pretty quick.
War Eagles scratched and clawed their way for a run in 2 swings of the bat. Bentonville adds 2 more. It's 8-1 here in the 4th. To the mound is going Coach Bowen. We'll see if we'll make a flip to Jocelyn here, if this is just a visit.
You know, in basketball, we see a lot of kids moving from school to school.
For sure.
Conference now, and I guess there's happening in softball as well.
You get some of it. I mean, I think there was, you could talk about the rumor mill all you want. I think there was some dissatisfaction with what was going on down at Harbor with the way she was being handled by the coach down there. So, yeah, I mean, actually, and then Harbor got a girl from Huntsville to replace her that is about as good. I mean, so like there's a little transfer portal situation going on in softball as well.
Yeah.
War Eagles would like to thank again some of our great game sponsors. Thank you to Kings River Ranch Retreat and Mike Hathorn, to Sheena and Eddie Strickland, Crosslink, Signature Bank, and Jiffy Quick. Thank you all for your support of War Eagle softball. On to pitch for the War Eagles, number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. Defensive changes for the War Eagles. Entering to play third base is Libby Casto. We mentioned she hit in deer spot before. Lillian was going to go out to right field, so Libby will re-enter in Caden's spot and in the 9 spot in the batting order and play third base. Gabby's going to slide from third to first. And I'm not sure how often that's happened in her life, but she's over at first.
She can play any position.
Next batter for Bentonville is the catcher, Alexis Lorenage. You're absolutely right. And Gabby's she's a team player, she's a teammate and a gamer. She'll do whatever you ask her to do. I'll tell you, as much as I love her, on physical stature, you would not think she's a first baseman. Seems to lack the length that, say, an Aniston Reith has for Bentonville over there. Change up over but low. So in comes Jocelyn. Jocelyn started a lot of games for the War Eagles this year. And we have done this in reverse. We have done a lot of Jocelyn starting and Lillian coming on in relief. This time we went to go this way. Pulled it down into the bullpen area is Lorenage. 1-2 the count. Jocelyn out in front.
Yeah. I've Jocelyn in one of my health classes, and not only is she a good softball player, but she's a good student too.
She is.
I like having her in my class, as well as many of the other softball players in my classes over the years, and student athletes. They are.
1-2 from Jocelyn. Change up is looped. Going to be over the head of Sydney. No, she goes back, makes the catch in shallow left center field. One gone.
Here we go.
Next batter is the right fielder, Marissa Gianeschi.
I see some of the girls on the left side of the field are starting to wear sunglasses. It sounds dumb.
I mean, Sydney wears them quite a bit anyway, but you have no choice right now. You can actually see like where that sun is, and actually a little bit better now than it maybe was an inning ago. But you can see, I imagine you can even see on TV how brightly the sun is shining off of Sydney's specs at short. One of the curses of the sunshiny day, right? 2-0 the count from Jocelyn. Big right-hander Marissa Gianeschi. Three balls, no strikes. I think these two might actually even play together in the summer. If not, I know they see a lot of each other. 3-1 the count. Fouled down the third base line. Jocelyn goes from 3-0 to 3-2, gets herself right back in the count.
That's right.
A couple balls coming in from the bullpen. Sydney will let Jocelyn have her pick. You picked the one that won't go as far, right, Coach?
That's
Soft
right.
one, is that right?
That's right.
3-2 the count. Gianeschi does the show bunt for timing. That one fouled. That one's in a interesting area. It is fouled and lands on the chalk line for extra bases. In the air a long time. It actually lands on the paint down there in left field. On its second with a double is Gianeschi. That would be the reverse Omaha triangle of death over there in the left field corner.
You got to play her deep because she's got some power.
Next batter is number 22, Ava Stymus, and she put a good swing on it, but hit it off the end of the bat. So it actually, probably your first instinct is to head back. Changeup floats outside. 1 ball the count. Grounded past the third base bag. Harmlessly foul. If it was fair, Libby Casta was there and ready to make a play.
kind of sound like it's off the end of the bat or something there. It's a funny sound to it.
And so you got a little bit, there may be a velocity change, and also like Jocelyn's ball has a tendency to move away from the right-handed hitter when you've had 2 at-bats now with the ball coming in on you. Ground ball up the middle. Sydney rolls to her left, on to first. Nice play at first for the out.
She stretched out for that.
2 down. 2 down. There you go. Look at Gabby. Welcome to first base, Gabby Kelly. Did a good job right there.
Good play by Sid. All the way up the middle like that.
Next batter is the center fielder, Kira Burkhardt. Two gone. That one lifted. Both of them call for it. Best friends, Gabby, or Ava and Gabby. There you see them like hitting each other back and forth after that one. I think Gabby wanted a piece of that one too. A couple runs across for the Tigers. Jocelyn came in and shut it down. We've played 3.5. It's Bentonville 8, War Eagles 1. Freeze. It is Lily Humphreys, Sydney Gaffney, and Gabby Kelly to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. Second time through the order for this grouping too, Coach. We saw a lot better swings.
Yes. Showing bunt here.
Ball off the outside edge. Umpire flinched a bit, thought about it. Curveball going that direction.
He wanted to call it.
It felt like he did. Felt like he did. And that, I mean, in his defense, that is a curveball move in that direction. It only has to get a little piece of it, but the ball in the last inning certainly was further out. That one there in the left-handed batter's box. That one easy for him to call.
Yeah.
2-0 the count to Lily.
Looks like his angles.
Yeah, we got 4 cameras at work tonight, and then replay as well. Actually, we did have a camera over at the football stadium. I don't know if that one went away or not. Maybe they're still over there. Maybe that's hidden in the corner, yeah. The Gate Stadium camera. Yeah. 3-0 the count to Lily.
A chance to look at a couple here.
I mean, you need a bunch of base runners. You're down 7. An old college hitting coach famously told one of our guys when he took a big swing in the situation, you can't hit a 7-run home run here.
Yeah, that's right.
Base runners will get it going. 3-0s across for 3-1 to Lily. Sydney's on deck. Grounded to the second baseman, backhanded on to first. Pretty smooth looking play right there by Bella Mears.
Yes, it was.
Next batter is the shortstop, Sydney Gaffney. In steps Sid. Base is empty and 1 out. You mentioned between innings, the sun now starting to head down over here. Off the end of the bat. A little test for Mears. She comes up onto first. First two are gone here in the inning. Now batting, the first baseman, Gabby Kelly. I had to say that because I don't think I've ever had the chance to say that, and I've coached Gabby. Gabby's one of those, just one of the kids you want to have on your team. You kind of mentioned some of the kind of kids, like she's one of the ones that will grab a bucket of balls, go catch two bullpens, and stay after to hit a little bit.
Utility player.
Just a ball player. Yeah. Just a old gritty. We used to call the people gritty.
Yeah.
Grinder.
Count on them. You count on them.
Just a ball player.
Yep.
On deck batter is Libby Casto. If Gabby can get aboard here in the fourth. Off the inside edge. 1-1 the count.
She's towing the line and taking away that outside corner of that bag is be able to reach it.
And they've been also preached to wear the ball on the inside half this week, so that actually was a bit of a drill that they had. I believe that is one of the few change-ups we've seen. Had Gabby out in front, first true change-ups. Yeah, and Coach Bowen hasn't liked the ease of which we've been getting out of the way of some of these lately, and has expressed to them that that's a base, by the way, if that happens to nick you on the way in. So 1-2 the count to Gabby. You mentioned her right on top of the plate. Out and away, 2-2 the count. And the other factor is too, like we mentioned, a lot of umpires calling that outside edge.
Yeah.
Like that is a hard ball to hit. Like you've got to be right out on that dish if you're going to be able to extend with a 33, 34-inch bat.
And get any kind of bat.
Especially with two strikes. That's where a lot of people like to go. Swings through that one on the other half. Wiggles are going to go in order after 4. Bentonville 8. Heritage 1. Yeah, the conversation Coach Boyles are having right there is this Carly threw the ball down there like Gabby, who just mentioned type of team player she is. Like she's a catcher. She's going to Pratt to catch. She's caught most of her life, and she'll do whatever Coach Bowen asks her to do. And tonight that means third and first, which I guess she's got a first baseman's mitt over there. I'm not sure who she borrowed, but grounded to second. Ava's going to have to hurry a little bit. Mears can get down the line, but she's got it. Leadoff hitter gone, and now back to the top of the order for Bentonville. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Kylie Wyman. Back to the top of the order, and Wyman, Demi Donahoe on deck. Bentonville has marked in every inning thus far. Change up, drilled up the middle. Kyler picks it up on a few bounces and gets it back in. Wyman's hit the ball hard a few times and has made out every time until that one, I believe. That one finds the middle. Next batter is the left fielder, Demi Donahoe. And now would expect to play. We'll see. They're going to probably be pulling Libby in here, expecting bunt. And bunts down to the mound, quickly to first. close play at first. Safe is the call.
Gosh, yeah. She's fast. It's a good play, though.
I think if we see I'd be interested in a replay there. I felt like we got her by half a step. Next batter is the third baseman, Violet Wynn. I think we got her by a half a step, Coach.
Looked like it.
Ball bounces just far enough away from Carly to runners to advance. And believe me when I tell you, I'm not saying this in any way that anybody cheats anybody, but there is a benefit to wearing that jersey. And coming in here, there's a ball drilled into left field. Maddie's up, throws it in. Libby's got it. The throw to second. They're going to have a runner hung up. Ava back to first. They're going to have the runner. Wynn is out. 2 runs are going to score, but an alert play by the War Eagles. Nice job by Ava and Gabby.
Yep.
Next batter is the first baseman, Aniston Wright. And Wright, who stepped in last time, deposited one out towards Ulrich in right field. Right-handed hitter. She pulls that one foul towards Coach Early. Bentonville has marked again. It is 10-1. We mentioned this Bentonville team is at the top of the league. They are deep offensively and talented, can swing the bat. Knew it was going to be a tough test tonight. Change up away. 1-1 the count.
They have a lot of offensive power, no doubt about it.
And we mentioned some of the collegiate aspirations. Someone, I believe Aniston has kind of, I believe she was heading towards South Alabama, and now maybe Drake. Okay. So just another mid-major, grounded in the hole by Casto into left. Quickly into left field, and right aboard with 2 gone. Look, we're going to get a pinch runner at first. Number 3. Pinch runner at first is number 3, Emery Boyle. And the batter's the catcher, Alexis Lorenich. Good pitch on the inside corner right there, off it for a ball. But it's one of those, Coach, like as a pitcher, you've got to be able to live in there once in a while. Just to, we mentioned all of us crowding that plate right there. You've got to be able to at least kind of change the eye angle a little bit, back them off a little bit, change up away. Classic pitch sequence, but that one floated wide and outside. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make it a little bit uncomfortable there, you know.
For sure. There's a strike over the outside edge by Jocelyn. 2-1 the count. Lifted to center and deep. Kyler finds the fence. It goes up off the wall, just off of her glove. Throw comes in over the cutoff on her way to third. It's going to be a run-scoring 2-out double by Lorenich. And the Tigers add another. It is 11-1.
It's about 2 inches off top of the glove there, wasn't it?
Discussion has to be, just assuming for the courtesy runner here, if they've already run for Lorenich, that person has to run again or burn the courtesy runner.
Okay.
The only thing I can figure out what the conversation is here, perhaps. Next batter for Bentonville. Right fielder Marissa Gianeschi. In steps Gianeschi. Runner on second now, 2 gone. Fouled back and out of play. Eleven runs on 12 hits for Bentonville. Off the end of the bat. Good pitch by Jocelyn right there down in the zone. A run on 3 hits for the War Eagles, and we got them in a row.
Yeah.
Or actually 3 out of 4 hitters, but we got them basically in a row. Lifted to left. Maddie's got it. She squeezes it. Inning is over, but damage done. 3 more for the Tigers. We go to the 5th, and we're going to need 1 to stay. It's Tigers 11, War Eagles 1. Libby Casto. It is Casto, Kyler Strickland, and Ava DeFreitas due up here in the 5th. The War Eagles have to mark to stay. Down 10, the run rule is in effect. Libby came in and hit a hard shot by the third baseman Wen her last time up. Got that rally going.
Yep, she got things started.
In the 3rd. Grounded to short. Wyman on 2 hops across the diamond. Leadoff hitter Casto is gone, but a couple of solid at-bats right there for Libby, young sophomore against college-bound right-hander Darby Burnett. Next batter is the center fielder, Kyler Strickland. It's Kyler on deck, hitter is Ava. Sun is going down here at Heritage, but still a beautiful night and a flag that we do not believe has moved. Compared to what we've been seeing, this is just a brilliant summer or spring evening right here.
No doubt about it.
Obviously, we'd love to see the scoreboard in a little bit different direction. We still have a chance to do something about that, but it is a good night at the ballpark. Down and in. 1-1 the count to Kyler. Senior captain Kyler Strickland settled into his leadoff hitter role in center fielder.
Been a solid player here for 4 years.
Drilled to center. Going to be on a hop to Burkhart. Strickland is aboard with 1 out here in the 5th. Now batting, number 2, Ava DeFreitas. And the most popular walk-up music belongs to Ava still, which is good from an enthusiasm standpoint. Dugout gets right into it. Swing and a miss on a curveball. 0-1 the count. Burnett has gone the whole way. Just mentioned the one shot looked like it got. I can get an extra set of those. I know a guy.
Good. I appreciate that.
If they, Kyler's off and running, she's going to steal second.
All right.
0-2 the count to Ava. If they stop slapping tariffs on us, we might be able to ship some over here. 0-2 the count.
Position now.
Killing us. Way outside. That's going to move Kyler on over to third. You mentioned that's a big run. War Eagles need one to stay. Stealing that base and advancing to third right there gets us a lot closer. 1-2 the count to Ava. On deck batter is Jocelyn Strickland. Swing and a miss. Another curveball on the outside edge just kept tailing away. Ava's bat just not long enough right there. Two are gone. Next batter's the pitcher, Jocelyn Strickland. War Eagles need a run or we're down to our final out in Jocelyn Strickland. Checked her swing, doesn't matter, it was a strike anyway. Wonder if the pitcher Burnett knows this is the bat that
I'm sure she
sent the
does.
ball off the right knee here.
I'm sure she does. Yes.
I would imagine you're right. Swings through that one. Saw a ball on the inner half she wanted to get. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. War Eagles down to the final strike. Lifted towards first. Second baseman makes the call and the catch. And that's going to do it. And that will be your ball game, your final score here tonight. Bentonville 11, War Eagles 1. Fans, hey, reminder, there is a lot of softball happening here at the Ball Yard this week. The Bruce Dean Invitational will get going tomorrow night. We'll face Farmington here at 6 o'clock. There will also be